First of all, it exposes the chaotic organization of the so-called food aid. They shouldn't allow even the trucks to enter. My proposal is to be airborne through helicopters, to have a drop pad, and have some kind of whatever is left from a proper uh, forced Hamastan authority to properly distribute the food, not this chaos. This is chaos. This is chaos. It's not so much. It is also the Israeli fault, I believe, but it's not that thing as exposed by CNN, also CNN, similar mainstream media. The bad Israel. There's no bad Israel. This avalanche of propaganda against Israel is to counterweight the military might of the Jewish people, which is all they've got and survive in this hellhole I call the Middle East. And whoever is really behind this is making sure that they will get fighters for as the next generation. This will not go unpunished from a pan-Arabic, pan-Islamic point of view. So they are selling a package of terror whoever is willing to adopt it. Even among us, even inside the United States, which is like blessing a new 9/11 2001. It is deeply unacceptable after a certain point how the liberal media are covering this kind of operation while providing all necessary support, propaganda support towards Ukraine, which of course I agree, who doesn't, up to a certain point again, nearly condemning Israel because Israel is supposed to be led by Mr. Netanyahu, who happens to have very good relations with the Republican Party, and obviously we missed the train. These kind of balances are quite unbalanced, I think. Anyways, I think that there should be whatever left on top uh, of rooftops, through helicopters, aid support, and properly distributed to the people to the lowest levels through hospitals. Again, we have to think that Hamastan will take over at a certain point, which is unacceptable because Israel will have to attack these people. Because it's not about feeding over 1 million people who are starving right now. Nobody says the opposite. It's about eliminating the problem that causes kind of humiliating retreat from all kind of peace agreements, not against Israel, but also on how future Israeli leaders will have to approach the Palestinian leaders themselves. You name the faction, and causes a lot of problems with official leaderships all over the Middle East. Which again, Israel means is before 1967, somewhere in between the 1967 events. So even if we assume that what I also say it's true that Gaza is Israeli territory from now on. That is with great hardships and this kind of propaganda complex has been created with the billions of petrodollars thrown all the way in Europe and through the massiveness of immigration of millions of Middle Easterners, not including on how the Middle Eastern uh, cycles are interacting with the Latin American ones, which are sending millions of their own team pushing further the North American policies, the WASP policies so called. And even misusing intentionally liberal policies by African American patriots, you name a spectrum, which also causes more havoc, which again says why I'm in favor of a fighting war. So I think it is quite unjust in how, at a certain point, how CNN covered the entire incident. Of course, nobody wants these people killed, but I think that the very blaming is mainly on it's on the United Nations. They should have whatever buildings are starting, airdrops, and properly, distributing them, and the people could be waiting all over the building and nobody should attack the building, you name it. Which again is stupid because Kazakhstan could be attacked by this building. And again blaming the IDF and so on. So I think for now is that let's hope common sense will prevail and when you name the side, we will attack the building or the chopper. The choppers were supposed to be thrown the food aid. It's about also the safety of the drivers having the tracks to enter. Arabs or not. I won't go there. This is chaos. It reminded me the movie World War Z. I mean, they ready to tear you apart. It's quite fearful. It presses again the worst parts of human nature, which are supposed to be quite suppressed in the quite modern age of ours. I'm quite depressed, quite depressed. And so let's hope for the best. Other than that, hail Slava Ukraine and hail Israel.